Whatever the strategy or the routine is that the Lord has given you for warfare, for victory, for breakthrough, or even for healing, go ahead and stick to it, no matter how you feel. I'm talking about routines. And there was a time where the Lord told me that I needed to make sure that I'm exercising at these specific times. And I wrote them down and I put them on my wall because what? We want to run with it. And so I wrote it down. And one day I woke up and I was kind of disoriented. I didn't know what I needed to do. I didn't realize the state that I was in. But all I did was look at my schedule. I was like, what am I supposed to do now? Okay, I'm just going to do it. I didn't know where my hand from my feet. Like that's how disoriented I was in my what? I think I was in my 30s, my early 30s then. And so I was like, you know what? This is a strategy God has given me. I'm not understanding. It's not making sense why I would need to do this right now. But I just went ahead and did what I did. And it was, I had to exercise. And so the Lord had given me an exercise schedule. I got up, I jumped right into it. And I ran right into my healing. And I say that to say, what I didn't realize was that what I was struggling at that time with was depression. I didn't even me waking up and being disoriented and not knowing what to do on myself was a kind of functional depression, but it was very much close to a dysfunctional kind of depression. But because my schedule said to work out and I followed my schedule despite how I felt, I was healed. I was happy. I was joyful. And what the Lord said to me was, one, stick to your routine no matter what. And he kind of made real to me what I had been studying in school. I was at that time working on my master's in mental health counseling, and we had looked at some research, and we were looking at research across the board, and research showed that regular exercise lessens the symptoms of depression. And so the Lord was like, you were dealing with depression. That's why you feel better now after the exercise. That's why you feel like you can make decisions now because you worked out. And whatever that symptom of sadness, disorientation, whatever that was, check the DSM because I had it all, that went away. Your healing comes when you do what God says without even considering if the dots are connecting. Because sometimes they're not connect. For me, they weren't connecting psychologically. But I did what I had written down. And what I had written down is what the Lord said to do. It was a routine that I stuck by, regardless of how I felt. So whatever the strategy, the routine is that the Lord has given you, whether it's physical or spiritual, stick to it. Because there's your breakthrough. There is your healing.